Last time I saw Tim was in here last year, and I have to say that I had a very moving conversation with him about his painting and the way in which he'd taken up art just before he died, unfortunately. And this is obviously one of his paintings that he did in that period. And, you know, it pleased me to see how happy he was in the development of his work with the paintbrush and the way in which he was able to put his thoughts down in painting as well as poetry. So I'm going to read his poem, Wake Up You Bastards, which is in here, and I'm going to try and give it the same kind of fire that I know that he would if he was here doing it himself. Travelling over the main surface of the planet where earth, ice and fire collide, and the lies and indecisions of the wild old days don't matter anymore. I choose solidarity and wrath. As my brothers and sisters in the corridors of illusion, blazing headlights pour through the rain, as the broken streets of London flash past my eyes. Has it been that long? Who could have guessed? That's what they said, although in truth it had never been hard to see. Parading in their pomp, salivating over rotting carcasses of empire, too hypnotised by absurd ceremonies to busy themselves with the little matters of life and death. Our lives, our deaths. So we took the streets and squares and any other nerve centres we could hold. When that could not be done, we fought with ghosts or ran crazy through the back streets of our minds, cast adrift in police holding cells and hospital wards. Charge sheets, mug shots, fingerprints, tubes, analgesics and cardiac monitors, the only flow charts of our consciousness. White light burns, new variants emerge. I imagine a new shoreline of ghost whales, sea dragons, water horses, ocean phantoms of the fourth wave. A drowned world scattering sound against a ragged wall of silence in the seconds before impact. Are we ready for this nightmare? The big disasters are closing in. Yesterday, they were thousands of miles away. Today, New York is underwater. There were millions for whom life was always a scratched record of suffering. To us, they were the others. Now, we are the others. No more shiny days. The cupboard is bare. The shelves are empty. Weather systems, raw and vicious. Disease and contagion knock at the door. There is a price to be paid. Who will pay it? Right now, they are calculating how many deaths they can get away with before it goes belly up and comes down to the beautiful simplicity of weapons and the loyalty of those who hold them. The balance always quivers for us between the ugliness of what is and the scale of what has to be done. The blood of our history spills over the stones. Old bones knock in the valley of night. There is a stillness at the heart of things. Silence reigns in heaven for the space of an hour. Philosophies of emptiness come wrapped like rags around the hearts of princes and presidents whose rotting tongues languidly discuss morality, and golf. But life and the beauty of life are here in the streets with us. They come from the light that shines from us. Can there be poetry after Auschwitz? Yes, there must be poetry after Auschwitz. Can there be poetry after Hiroshima? Yes, there must be poetry after Hiroshima. Can there be poetry after Sabra and Shatila? Poetry after Rwanda? Poetry at the end of the world? Yes, there must be poetry at the end of the world. Wake up, you bastards! We are knocking at your door! What about